Hello everyone, welcome back to Pathologic. I am Beyond Ukaya, and we are trying to find a cure for a deadly disease. And in order to do so, I believe we need to do a bunch of stuff. But first, I would recommend we go off and talk to our lovely Vicky was her name, I think. That's what it says, I think. No, Victor, no, what was her name? Maria. That's who we want to talk to. Maria. Now, remember that, oh yeah, that's right, controller was better. Remember that in this game, we have a time limit. Time is a factor that we need to be incredibly aware of, and that we get hungry. We get hungry, we can get exhausted, we need to sleep. So let us find our friend. That's a gruesome picture. Hello, my dear.
It came from below the ground. For many years, we were burying the bones wrong.
Thank you. Now listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I'm going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I am used to holding the reins. But you are not harnessed. So it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I am not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking. But the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. I'd kneel myself before a lady as charming as you. Let's go down. Yeah, we're real smooth. Real smooth. Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. And how do you know this? How? How do you know this? I had a vision. I'm clairvoyant. I will become the nocturnal queen soon, just like my beloved sorceress mother used to be. Somebody should explain these things before I come here. It's a whole bag of chips that I wasn't expecting to see. I'm just a doctor. I don't believe in this stuff. Dreams lie. They do to you, bachelor, but not to me. Or can you confidently promise me that the people I'm going to name to you will stay alive for the next 2 weeks? Sure. Let's promise. I'm not that good at separating the interweaving lines of life, but my intuition is superb. Stay alert, bachelor. Watch the condemned extend their hands towards you, begging for your help. Will you deny it to them? They are essential for your victory. Everything happens. Everything happens. That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be. What's with your face? That's some creepy fucking shit. Did you see that? What is with that? Can you stop, please? Can you stop? That is unnerving. Stop. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. Those people are bound to you. What in the world is going on here? Are you trying to flirt with me? Ah, yes. You haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. This fact offers your words a different degree in authenticity. Sure, I'm just going to believe her for now. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I named to you? Answer me before going back to Eva. Alright, if that's within my power, truly my power, I will do my best to save their lives. Oh, that's a big list. Okay, whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to me. They will hold the keys to my victory. So the Kane brothers, Audrey Staменton, Peter Staменton, so Staменton brothers, herself. Why is her name Kana and the rest Kane? Is that on purpose? Eva, which is the girl who was nice to tell me stay, and Mark Immortel, who looks like a crazy some bitch. So that shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. Alright, now I'm gonna go off and talk to what are you guys doing here? Also, yeah, what are you guys doing here? No. We should probably go over here and talk with... God, there we go. Talk with, Victor? Was that who we were going to talk to? And then after that, we should probably heat up some rations. Perhaps explore the town a little bit, and then return back to Eva. That sounds like a good plan. Hello. Nice what's this? Hello, friendo.
Yes?
The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane is at your service. Daniel Dankovsky at yours. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please, take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I hope we'll be able to work in the atmosphere of mutual trust.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting a trap for this newly arrived Haruspect.
Georgie has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us? I have. May I ask why? The killer goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who have been waging war against my work for years. Yes. I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hole to seek us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then, in the morning, he was found dead. Well, he couldn't have been poisoned if he had no meat or water. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. He disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. Do you suspect anyone? No. All I know is that Isidore was with him that evening. No one can enter the focus against Simon's will. Well, perhaps a higher being could, but no one else. A higher being? Could the murderer have already been waiting for someone there? No, you have no concept of what the focus is. Entering it is like entering someone else's mind, or a drawn picture, if you will. It's impossible. Well, Simon did somehow, didn't he? He could perform far more impressive feats. There is a reason why the whole town revered him. Alright, so how can I help you? Just look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel you need the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is my only lead. How can I find him? I will show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it can only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I will be careful. What? Oh, that's a far walk. Well, we wanted to walk around town anyway, so I guess that gives us a chance to walk around town. Check it out. Snooty painting. Alright, let's find our way all the way over there. Oh god, that's gonna take us a while. Hello. Can you direct me to the you got nothing for me actually, so never mind. So there's a lot of houses here. I wonder if I can open up all of them. We should go through the park area here. Nice little stroll through the park. That slide doesn't look like it's been used in years. What a nice little sand pit. Oh, I got stuck in it. Stuck in the sand pit. Alright, we're looking for a bridge. We'll go to the water side. We should find a bridge. But that's not the way to get to the bridge, is it? How am I doing with food anyway? With hunger and that. I'm guessing that means I'm not that hungry, which is good. But I do need to buy some food. Whenever I see the opportunity to buy food, I need to buy it. But for now, we'll head in this direction. That was a weird sound. What are you looking at me for, woman? Wait, does that mean it's... Oh, it's 8 o'clock, okay. What do you want? No, I guess you can't help me with anything, you're just looking at me weird. Alright, down we go. And over the bridge. Alright, we've got to cross another bridge, and then we'll get to the place we need to get to. Hey, it's a store. Let's check this place out while we can. Is that man drunk? Hey man, you okay? Oh god. Oh dear god. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh, friend, if only I could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. I don't have any water. Fuck me, man. Don't want to talk to him. So I noticed there was a sign around here. Yeah, that sign there. Is there anything in here? Storage. Ah. Hello, friend. Do you have any food, by chance? That's my stuff there. This is your stuff here. You have crackers, dried meat, walnut, fresh meat. Give me some dried meat, friend. Friendo. How do we buy things? How does one buy things? What's buy button? I wish to procure your meat. Can I have your meat? Can I buy your meat? Can I... How... I have money. Ah, there we go. That's weird way of buying meat. I probably shouldn't need anything else now. That will do me. Thank you. That was a weird endeavor. At least I got some food. One could argue that I should have bought more food, but I'll be walking around this town as much as I can. So yeah, we'll keep going. Well, no, not that way. Well, I guess we have to go that way because it's blocked off, or the other way. Da 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 dum dee dee da dee da da dee da dee da 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 dee 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 doo dee 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 dum dee doo dum dee doo dee dum. There's another sign. Wonder what's in there. Gonna check it out. Oh yeah. I'm not talking to that creepy fucker. That can only mean one thing. Hello. Aren't you the exact same guy? Meridum, a painkiller, and Alpha tablets. No. Don't need this guy yet. What's that over there, I wonder? What does it say? The Tremel Euler... fucking words. Can I open these? Oh, I can too. There's a razor blade in there. And a needle. This could be useful. An empty bottle that can be filled with water. Should have explored the other places too. Oh, that's a field. We'll go this way. I'm glad time doesn't go by as fast as I thought it was going to go. It's going quite slowly, and I'm happy for that. Makes it feel like I actually have time to do stuff, rather than not. Let's not go in there. That is a silly place. Oh, here's another store. It might be of use to us. A clothing store. Hello again, friend. You just seem to be everywhere. Oh, you just sell a needle? You just sell needle. You just sell needle. It's not very helpful. Oh, what is with that place? What is with that place? How is that even structurally possible? That shouldn't be. This place, being up here, it kind of gives me the creeps. I'm just going back down. What is this place? What's the history behind it? I'm getting out of here. Fuck that shit. Maybe we should go there at night time. But in any case... we got someone to see. Isidore, I believe his name was. That's a big house. Is he there? No. Dorodum. Are these here shops, I wonder? The pinkish places. Don't mind me, friend. Just walking around. Exploring your lovely town. And my... yeah, it is shops. Bull, butchers. Okay, food. Don't need that then. But what we do need is just right around here. Up a little bit further. God damn, that creepy guy is everywhere. Of course, there's gonna be... we're gonna have to, like, go through... that means it's 9 o'clock. Go this way. And Isidore should be right in here. Right in here. In this building there. How do we get there? How do we get there? Oh no. Hey friends. Can I quickly save? Save. Save. Hello. A foul murder occurred here last night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further noticed. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Burok. I'm glad he's not on the list of people I had to keep alive. And also, fuck. A great surgeon. He was a surgeon too. Fuck. A benefactor to us all. And an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man. Beloved and well respected by us locals. Doesn't really always have to be the very best. What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor too. Yeah, I did know him, didn't I? Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, 'cause he was our warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too. And this is merely the beginning. I mean, why would I ask any of these? It's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, yeah, of course the two cases are connected, because they just are. There's a disease going around. As they said, it's a quiet time. There shouldn't be people dying or murdering. But there is. And Simon's blood was needed to cure the disease. And Isidore was apparently the only doctor that could cure it. So of course it's related. Don't be kidding, what makes you so sure? See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead. Bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor. For the deceased had been a renowned step walker. Telling you it's and the dust was all covered in hoof steps, and like traces of a sharp bone, I guess, as if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her, the Shabnak Adir, the clay man-eater. What the fuck are you talking about? I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Subarov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since the olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that road up there and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Well, yeah, I knew that one. Fuck. Gotta go to that big house now. Is that a fire? What are they burning? What the fuck? Fucking why? Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be useful. Could I have prevented that? I don't like this town. I suddenly really don't like this town. Yeah, I'm gonna cure this disease and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Let's go to that guy's place. I just have this awful nagging feeling that something is watching me. Doesn't help that that guy's stalking around with that fucking grin on his face. Going this way, you guys can't deal with me. Just no. I got a gun, not afraid to use it. Is that the house? I'm really bad with maps. Locations. Changing every 5 seconds. Alright. Hello?
What?
Well, that was fucking rude. So, I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of a especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinion in high regard? Not in particularly. The movements of the planets has no obvious effect on our life. However, I do not think it's humanly possible to gain any profit from that.
This Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence.
So you've come
It's
to
a
meet
no-go.
with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for... what can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but it turns out that he is kind of, you know, dead. He's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least, that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Oh, well, but can I still get into the... Who is it then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. How did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such thing as clairvoyance, bachelor? Well, I'm a doctor, so I guess no. I guess a doctor wouldn't. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. So you have other rationalists in town, except for me, that is? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Lyucheva, perhaps. A most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events, she always does. We should talk to her. What is this, Eula? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. Did logistics, or maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in the field. Smart, yes. Polymath. Then the team left. But she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Very well, I'll speak to this Yulia. Can also...
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Well, he said something about his wife, and now I can't speak to her. I'm guessing it's because I denied her clairvoyance. Alright then. But in any case, I can now talk to... What's all these red hands? And his dying wife, what? Okay. So that's Yulia. Let's go there. Move out of the way. So, there's definitely a mystery going on here. A very odd mystery. So we've got the diseases, we've got someone who doesn't want the disease to be cured. We've got a town full of superstitious people. Witch burning trials, it seems. And only one person who is, as they put it, level-headed. So, I honestly don't know who to trust. Are you a girl? You a little girl? What's in your... Why so gloomy, pumpkin? You look cheerful. That's a good... Wait, what? Why so gloomy, pumpkin? I want Grandma to get better. For Grandpa to get better. It's sad without him. Is your grandpa sick? My grandpa is dead. Well, he's not getting better. I'm sorry to say, but he's not getting better. Grandpa Simon is sick. No one plays with me now. The grown-ups never let us into their games. Neither do the boys. He really loved you little ones, didn't he? Loved? Why do you put it like that? He still loves us, and he always will, even the naughty ones. Sure, of course, just a slip of the tongue. We're gonna get some zombies, aren't we? He's still alive. He still talks to them. Alright, it's nearly 10 o'clock. I don't know what that means. So we don't encounter any more witch burnings. Let's hope I don't get counted as a witch and they burn me. I am a doctor. Doctors did get tried. Alright. Oh. You know, for a level-headed woman, you sure got a lot of creepy stuff.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
What? Changeling? What? I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before I had trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I'm dying? Happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept in for a while, haven't you? Oh no. Herbert Tavernet is in blossom. I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its... Did I say the vapor one? No? Why are you responding to the vapor one? Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is that I have lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What? Distinctive... What herb is that? No matter what preternatural traits the locals ascribe to it, Twire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions and remarkably little ease. It has psychoactive properties, after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jemson weed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer. It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
There are unseen connections looking through the...
So, you have travelled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered? Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find the killer Isidore and find it, yeah. I doubt I can do it. This one. I am certain, no doubt, I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had the chance to search for the murder before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold a princely sage who stands at the head of their family in the highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poison, how did you arrive to that conclusion? I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as the focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Okay, what's the focus then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of the focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into the focus either. I'm confused. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manners of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to diverse in construct that would allow them to warp space, challenging physics or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that this name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding, his bones broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That is why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong though. Was Isidore with Saburov by any chance? I don't know, but Saburov interpreted is coming as an omen of an upcoming unrest among the workers. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Olgimeski family should have been on his itinerary, especially the Buruk. Buruk was one of their own men, really. Definitely, the Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olgimeski family. If Isidore discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly relayed it to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. The lump? The lump? The lump? That's the name of the Olgimeski mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Seriously, what would I do without you? One thing that's curious, that I might try to explore in the future, is these ruins here. There's a few of them scattered around on the outskirts, and I don't know what they are, but they might be useful. What's this? A potion, a orb, and a key. What the hell is this? There's also that stuff, whatever that is. I have a lot of questions, and I doubt this game is just going to right up answer them. But that brings me to the conclusion of this episode. I've been recording for way too long. It's kind of hard to keep a short game when the majority of it is story and written words and me having to talk them. It's kind of hard to keep it short.
I should let some fresh air into the room.
But hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I'm curious as to what this game has to offer. But until next time, goodbye.